And we're back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and I troubleshooted the problem with the quest regarding the water cooling, and to my distaste was that it's a problem that's never been addressed. There's about I think two jobs have been recorded in which water cooling GPUs had to be over like 2400 or 2500 and were considered incompletable. That you could not complete them. So with that said, it's a glitch that hasn't been addressed yet. That there's still a couple of jobs in this game that are impossible. Or at least at the level that they expected us to do it at, and we had no means to finish it. So I had to reload, and we are taking this back to task again. So I've got all the parts lined up here. I did make a mistake in my purchasing. I didn't buy the actual Hyper Beast as well. So we have this rig pretty much set up. Now, I put in the best Ryzen processor possible for overclocking, and we still have about $512 left. I'm thinking of making it liquid cooling, but $512 isn't enough. But what I am thinking of doing is actually putting a better cooling unit. I know we have one that we bought on accident, but I do think... Oh wait, how many light ups do I have? We have 4 light up here, 4 light ups. Wait, up here. These are RGB colored. So 4, 5. The case itself, I don't think lights up anything. So we have wait. Let me double check this here. 4 at least 4 or 5 because this is green, and we're only going with one video card for 7,000. We should be able to accomplish this with one card in a damn good computer. If we can't, we can take 2 sticks of RAM out and then throw in another card. But I want to see if we could do it like this because it makes more sense. So let's just go and grab 2 case fans, and we'll figure out a place to put them. We'll remove any current fans as well. But I thought about putting liquid cooling in. That would give us another color. Won't it? Yeah, RGB Q. So let's go with the smallest one here. It's 150. This one's 120. 240, 240. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll go with this one. All right. So let's go ahead and, you know what? We'll buy it for the next day. Because that's exactly how many rigs we have to work on. So we are at 36,970. It probably is in our best interest to go ahead and just see what happens when we pay this. Since you guys have been patient, we may as well pay it. Yay! You now own 51% of Jacktard Prawn PC Repair. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this all down. And make it a new day. See if we get any more information. Go to work. Bunch of used parts. That's going to be easy rig to do. And really quick, let's go ahead and get this guy started. I forgot to put storage in here. Processel. Bloop. Close her down. Cooling. We'll throw in one of our crummy ones. Go ahead and put 3D Mark. We're not going to be able to juice this guy up with... we don't have the wattage. So let's get this installed. And we'll wait for this one because I need to change the RAM speed. So yeah, it just sucks that there's a handful of quests that they haven't really addressed yet. And then you don't have like an infinite time limit to work on it, which would actually rectify that problem. when you really think about it. And if you're wondering how it rectifies the problem, it means, well, if they ever update it, you can just have the computer sit there. But once they update it, then you can finish it. Or maybe it's something that hasn't been unlocked yet, but why would you give a quest to a player that just can't possibly finish it? Oh my god, what did I do? Oh no, I did it right. Never mind. I swear I'm losing my mind. Read so many articles, and only a handful talked about the problem I was having. So a lot of people probably haven't run into it, or they just reject it. So we'll probably have to reject projects like that in the future, though I think it will have a negative ramification later. But it is just something that we have to start thinking about. Is, do we have hardware that's possible? Is there a time limit on this? If we don't have the parts that can do it, we have to really start considering that they're having us and requesting us to do an impossible task, and we should not try to complete that impossible task. So let's set that. Okay, it was already set. Though I think I just screwed it up. I screwed it up, didn't I? Oh, I turned it off. We want it on. Alright. Checking for prawn, checking for prawn, checking for prawn. No prawn is found. Alright. What are we at here? 47, 478. Okay, let's go over here. 3864. Sweet. So we get a little bit of money out of this guy, but at least we get rid of parts that are really tricky to work with. The micro parts or whatever. Screw those micro parts. In the ass. Get out of there. Only because of you. H440 Hyper Beast. I guess it's because it doesn't boot up yet or something. So let's get the rest in here. We'll take out that fan that's in there. Let me see how this is laid out. Pretty weirdly. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove all these drive bays. Let's take that out. Trust me, this will make sense in due course, of course, but there's a lot of little finite little things that we got to do. Alright, so storage. Done. The graphics card. Darn. The memory would be sure. 3600. Or yeah. And then hold on really quick. I think we can do better here. Yeah, there we go. I guess I didn't have to take all those drive slots out. Well, yeah, we did because we couldn't put the fans in with them there. God save the queen. God save your ass! Boop. Alright, this guy should be done. Let's go ahead and install lighting. 3D Mark. And Zatuna. You mean the tuna? No, the tuna. You said tuna, bro. Tuna! The tuna! Alright, we'll let that go. Boom. Crank her up. Actually, out of curiosity, because we only got one card, can we do all of that? Probably not. Nope. Whoopsies. How much? Well, that's not going to work. Let's take this out and put it back in. I think I juiced it too much. There we go. Too much juice. You juice too much. Let's try that. It should be fine now. Theoretically, we could probably beef up the other aspect of it, but let's just run that for now. We can't obviously do it all the way up though, as made clear by the explosion. Okay, card. This is an okay rig. It could be improved upon, but we'll take it. I did not want that. And that'll do. These are selling nicely. Everything's going so well. So we need to really be objective with the numbers. Diagnose new build needed. That's not a problem. Replace PSU and graphics card. Okay, that should be fine. Add. Not an ad, but something's up with it. Alright, so... it blue screen. Okay, so we have it jacked up a little too high. Which actually could mean something rather simple, is that we just can't perfectly max this all out. So let's just do like that. There's only one card in there, so we should have the wattage to at least boost this performance up pretty good, you would think. It looks nice compared to the other stuff that it looks like. We'll let that run. Let's go ahead and make a save here. Doop. I'm not going to do it down there yet. We can have him come and collect this. Just got my computer back. I don't know what's going on, but as soon as I turned it on, it started, well, it was screaming. It wouldn't stop. I could smell that burning smell again, and there was a taste on my tongue like copper pennies. The screen was completely black, and then red lines started appearing from the top. I scrambled down onto my hands and knees behind the computer, and I pulled the plug out. Then the screen finally stopped, but the red lines didn't go away. I'm going to go out in the garden and burn this thing. Sorry to have caused you any problems. Wish me luck, Rob. Oh, poor Rob. Okay, can you fix my PC? It's just a simple PSU and graphics card replacement. So power supply. Okay, so no, this isn't going to work. So we'll just do the 1 point of performance and leave the other one back at 0. So we'll jack that all the way up. We'll go with this as high as we can probably get away with. And that should work. If it doesn't, even there, I'll be annoyed. Or I put the wrong power supply in, but I'm pretty sure we put the right one in. Let's go to the shop, and this dude needs a PSU and graphics card replacement. So Nova 650. So that's $130. We accept this job. It should be pretty simple. Something is definitely broken when I turn it on. The fans don't seem to turn on and get overheating here. The PSU, it's got to be, right? My PC is pretty full of dust. I worry about used parts. And then he needs a new graphics card, which is the GTX 1070 for the Win 2. So 1070 for the Win. Whoops. That's the one. That's really all he wants? Why so much money? Are there two? No. Why does he want... Why is the budget so high? I mean, we could put a better power supply in there than what we're getting him. Like a big upgrade. But I don't see... We should really just replace what's wrong. Power supply and the graphics card. Yeah, that's it. Well, let's just stick with what he wants. Let me check the rig. No, blue screened again. What the hell? Usually don't... We've done 2 of these cards fully jacked up, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, you know what? Did I put thermal jet paste on it? No, it would have crashed right away. Let's turn it down maybe that much, and let's turn you down a little bit too. And try you now. See if that helps it. Maybe it'll actually work. Okay, can play Overwatch with minimum specs. So I hear you're good at building PCs. I'm hyped for this game I just got, but my PC won't run it. It's called Overwatch. I'm going to need it by tomorrow at the latest. Don't try to pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. G-Skill components are meant to be the best. Okay, so his budget is $37.50. He wants G-Skill in his rig. We accept this. This is not a hard job. Well, first things first, we need to figure out what G-Skill makes. It's mostly RAM. It's like almost 99% RAM. Yeah, 99.9% RAM. The fastest G-Skill speed we can get is as high as 4,000, so that's important to know. He's given us a pretty good budget, so if we look at Overwatch minimum specs, he's really, I think, going out of the park for this rig. Yeah, he's way too, aiming way too high with his budget. Not that I'm complaining, but we can easily go above this for sure with $37.50. So let's get to it. So let's go to case. We'll go with the deep cool. So that's minus $50. Power supply. This one's a little tricky. Because we could go with something cheap, or we can go with something good. Let's just go good for now, and then back off where we need to. So that's minus 180. Storage, we'll go with one of the speed demons here, the cheap one. The ADATA at 130. And then we need to figure out the processor rig and everything else. There we go. And look at that. It's at 10,003 with one card in it. Oh my god. So that should get it, this one done. And it should meet all the requirements. It does. Alright, we'll deal with this now, actually. Again, let's make a save. Just in case. It's not to Her Majesty's requirements. Wait, what? Something's missing. Incomplete case. Oh, I actually got to put the lid on this thing. Oopsies. Pay me, Your Majesty. Pay me real good. Ooh, another 1080 Ti gaming. Sweet. Okay, we were here. So, did we add? Yes, we did. Okay, so now we're at graphics cards. We'll come back to that. We need a a card higher, processor higher than the i5 7400. So, what is higher than the i5 7400? A lot of things are, but we should double check. 7400. So we're really low here. We're down here on the spectrum when I would probably throw in something up in these ranges here, like the i5 8400. Are we holding on to any parts that would benefit this young man? I think so. That we could get full pricing on, like these three guys at 3600. So instead of that, let's go with an AMD processor that's higher than performance-wise than 7400. So we can go with like the 1600 and kind of keep this a little cheaper so we can throw in a lot of RAM. So let's go to the i5 1600, which is the 6-core. Boom. Minus 260. Cooling. We can actually use one of our old coolings at minus 33. We'll make sure that there's no liquid cooling in the request. There is not. Sweet. So we have the cooling. Motherboard. Boop. Let's go with our usual suspect for that, which is, if I can find it, right here. So minus 165 for that guy. Now the memory. What is the memory that we are sitting on right now? We have G.Skill Sniper X3600. So Sniper X3600. So we got 3, so let's add 1. And so it's 240... Wait, 120, 240, 360, 480. So minus 480 in RAM. And then all that's left is the graphics card, strangely enough. We have an absurd amount of money, and I'm worried that I'm missing something here. So we're meeting the requirements of this rig. Vastly meeting it. We are sitting on a brand new one of these, the 1080 Extreme 8 gig. So 1080 Extreme. No, that can't be right. What is it called? Extreme. So we have one of these. So we could put 2 of these in. So boom. Minus 730 minus 730, which leaves us with $992 left. Well, let's see. What can we improve? We can improve this, the hard drive, which we should. So let's go to storage. Let's add back 130, and let's go and just buy the best storage money can buy. Boom. Minus 400. He's got the best power supply in there, right? Yeah, he's got the 1050. He's got the big one. He's got good RAM. We could buy a better motherboard, but I don't see the point. So we could buy a better processor. Let's remove this. So minus 2, or add in 260. 982. So if we go to Ryzen, we can go with this beast at 390. Boom. Minus 390. So we're still at 592. There's not much really worth adding at this point. Best processor. We did not put the best graphics cards in there. Nor did we technically put the best memory. Yeah, actually we did. Not the best numeric memory. It's only 8 gig. But we're doing it because we're going to get rid of some extra stuff that's not considered used. So we may as well. So I'm happy with this rig. The budget he gave us was more than we needed to do it. So, fix my PC. My rig is broken. Can you help me? I have no idea what's wrong. A cable wouldn't fit, so I forced it. Now the thing's not working. If you can, I'd love some black, braided dark gray cables in there. It seems a bit dusty inside. Okay, so budget's 900. It could be anything, so we accept, but we don't know. But let's check for dark gray. Braided dark. Okay, we have it. So that's not a problem. Okay. Are you available for a new build? I could be. I need a new computer if you're available. I'm hoping it'll be able to benchmark 4569. I've seen those AIO water coolers on the internet. I want one ASAP, please. It's urgent. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I like new ones, please. I look forward to hearing back from you. Okay, so this is a nice, plentiful budget. So let's go ahead and do this. So 4,500 is pretty impressive. What is the best parts that we have right now? The i9 and these 11 gig rigs. Well, let's get to it. So let's start with our case. Well, again, we'll go with the Deep Cool for $50, minus 50. And I know some of you scream at the computer, why do you keep going with that? Because it works and it's cheap. I mean, what other performance do you need to have a case other than looks? You know, I'm all about the performance. Minus 180. Storage, we'll take the best. Boom. Minus 400. We'll come back to graphics cards, because we may have to go cheaper. You know, screw it. Let's just go for it. Let's go with, well, these two guys would be great. We'll come back to graphics cards, because we actually have some massive, expensive ones we could look at. And I just want to double check and make sure before we commit to anything. I think would be a pretty good idea. Processor. See, this is in the $730 range. Let's just do it. Minus 730. Which makes that a Coffee Lake. And we want a 4000, right? That's SLI, Crossfire, all that stuff. Well, there's technically better. But now we're at 3,140. And the memory's going to cost a lot. But let's see. 4133. So let's just try it and see what happens. Boom. Minus 200. So now we're at 2940. Cooling. We'll just go with a standard liquid cooling. We won't go like super big. So let's just go with this guy for $60. Minus 60. Now all that's left is memory and graphics cards. So memory is going to be the fastest speed, 4133. So minus 320, because we're going to do 4 of these, I think. Minus 320. So boom, boom. Then graphics cards. I still think the Founders can overclock better, so I want to probably go with those. Or we could try these two guys. We have enough money to do one or the other. But, and since I don't commit this to memory, and I always forget to look it up later, the Founders I know, the Founders before overclocked higher than the regular Extremes, and we already have to place Extremes in a machine, so let's just stick to something that looks different for simplicity. So we'll buy 2 of those. Minus 870, minus 870. And it leaves us $500 left. So we have the fastest RAM, the best processor, some liquid cooling. We have a ton of crap here for this rig. We have the arguably second to first best video cards. And if we look at the parts ranking, it does show the other one as the better. You know what? Let's just do it. What's the difference? 870 versus 880. So it's a $20 difference. So we'll minus another 20. We'll just try it. So we got the best storage, the best power supply, my personal liking of case. Arguably the fastest memory, a motherboard that works with that memory, cooling and whatnot. So I think we'll be good. Good. It doesn't say he wants anything specific beyond that, so that should be fine. So we have everything to do this work. We're going to make a lot of money that day too. So let's go ahead and order it for the next day, because we don't need it today. Not enough work going on in the shop right now. There's nothing in the shop right now, so there's no reason to rush it. And let's make it a brand new day. All these parts. So many parts. So many parts. Alright, let's see here. Give me the parts. Alright, let's take a look here. What do we got? 2 towers. So we're stocking up pretty heavily on towers here, which is concerning. Because we just don't have parts to kind of get them out of here. So maybe as we get more money, but it means we get less money in the grand scheme of things. So maybe not. We'll have to figure this out. So what order? Let's do this really quick. Yes, I want the case. Yes, I want the power supply. Yes, hell yes, I want that. And 8 gig, 2400. Sure, why not? All right, one more day left on 2 of these guys. That's good to know. You notice we lost a lot of money. Let's get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. Some of these have to be marketing. So we'll do the new build and the diagnostic follow. So the build, diagnostic, build. So the diagnostic's going to go here. The new build, each of these new builds is going to move into these 2 areas. And the one that we want to work on first is going to be Weissman, D. Weissman. So this is going to go here, and this one's going to go here. Okay, so this guy is getting the best of the best in his rig that we can possibly equip him with. This is going to be a beauty. A beauty. Beauty beat the beast. Alright, the mother build. I think it's 4 slots of memory. Technically all this memory fits, but if we do 1... Wait, I only bought 2? Son of a bitch. Hold on. I want 4 gig sticks in there, so I'll pay I'm out the $100 for not buying enough memory. Is that really the case? Did I not buy enough memory? I did not buy enough memory. Oh, you know what? I clicked on it twice and then added the money in for it again, and I didn't actually add it in. That would explain a lot. Put that in there. He has the liquid cooling. And the graphics card. Looks good. Is there anything else that we can just shove in there? Yeah, we have some fans. Yeah, I know we had a lot of money remaining, so we could really, like I said, shove whatever we want in here just to get rid of it. So let's add the extra case fans. May as well. Hard drive is not on there. All right, looks good. Boop. Overclock that. This guy needs a new power. Although this was the diagnostics, we don't know what's wrong with this one. All right, well, we'll get the dust out of here and then figure the rest of this out. And I think one of these guys wanted gray cabling, so let's... me 3D Mark, GPU tuner, Give that a whirl. So it's not booting up, so we could probably start. What's the budget? $900. Jeez, that's a lot of money for broken crap. Let's check the power supply. Because if that's broken, we could throw another one in there and try to diagnose it. There's nothing wrong with the power supply. So... video card did not register because that is broken. So that's broken. Let's take the whole motherboard out as far as I'm concerned. If we're going to diagnose this thing with any legitimacy, we may as well get it all out of here because we got to recable this guy anyway. Which means we need to take out the video, hard drive as well, and we'll see what's not working. Strange the power supply though didn't show up as a required part, but whatever. Back in there. Okay, so the motherboard's not in there. Okay, so we got some things to work with. God damn it. So let me see here. Motherboard. Okay, so what's broken? The power supply we took out is fine. We don't need it. Hard drive is good. R9 280. So we need one of these and one of the motherboards, which is the AX370. Boom. We don't know what else is wrong, though. Let's go back over. That's fine, 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 fine. So that's really all that seems to be wrong with it at the moment. So I guess what we'll do, let's fast order this stuff. I just want to get this rig out of the shop because I'm worried there's going to be more things that are wrong with it. For $900 worth of repair work, there's got to be something else to this. Let's put that in. No, that was it. So strange. All right, that we're getting these really high budgets, and you know what? I've learned my lesson. I think when we were playing earlier, not to improve stuff to the point where we can't improve it further, except for rigs that are coming in with really high rig builds that are coming with really high budgets that don't seem to be attached to a storyline quest. Though we kind of did that for the Queen, but not fully, not 100%. This guy should be done outside of just the initial testing. Did not put that in. That's where it looks like it's running really good right now. Didn't blue screen. Looks like the Founders team seemed to overclock better, as I was stating earlier. 16754, so that's not bad. I think the Founders rigs are a little better. I think their overall performance is better. Alright, so this guy's done. Let's build this guy. It was also a dual carder, but for a different set of reasons. We'll check for prawn. Prawn free and proud. Alright, so let's get started. Motherboard. We have 4 sticks of memory. So let's go through storage. The graphics cards, which we have 2 of these guys. The memory, which we have 4 of these guys. Big old beast. Perfect way to get rid of stuff we don't want. That was either bought on accident. Mostly bought on accident. And we don't have any extra case fans. Okay. So, looky. Let's make sure the RAM is set correctly. Double check the numbers too, but we should be, $592 remaining. So we could have theoretically gone bigger, but I decided against it because we had some old parts that were registered as new parts for whatever reason, and it was in our best interest to kind of get rid of them. All right, this guy is done. Nope. Nope. And then power down. All right, well, that's going here. What do we got? New power supply and new graphics card. Simple enough. Since we gotta double check the cablings on all these guys, let's just go ahead and remove all the cabling here. Just because when we plug in the power supply, most of it will plug back in. Not all of it, but a lot of it will. Make sure there's nothing back there. Alright, power supply. Because I forgot who it was that wanted the gray cabling. But if we give it to both customers, then it's not a problem. There's only one person we didn't do it with, and I already forgot who that was. Pretty sure it was one of the repair dudes, though. Let's make sure it's set up right. 13823. It's about as good as the other rig, and those would have better video cards. I still think the Founders are better cards, just from this kind of experiment. It's like this is a much weaker rig, yet the other one that barely performed better than that one. I think. So it's kind of strange when you think about it that happened. Alright, this guy is done. And we'll put in 3D Mark. Reboot. Check for prawn. All right. Hey, just thought you should know the new Distant Call game is coming out. It's going to be incredible. I've already got my pre-order in. You should too. All aboard the hype train. Have a good one. Guts Hemshaw. False alarm on the legal case. The Fruit Angel was red herring. Cover the real end. God damn. It's starting to get a little... Some of these are starting to get a little weird and annoying. Do you need legal representation? Are you an IT worker facing legal issues? Speak to the law office of Steel Flog and Profit today. We're on your side. Our team of expert lawyers is highly trained and highly paid and waiting to speak to you about negligence, product liability, malpractice, theft. Real testimonials. Oh, God. One of my clients claimed I stole their graphics card and I sent their computer back. I thought I was finished until SFP came to my aid. Now business better than ever. I was dealing with a long, boring legal case because a client said I replaced her CPU with a lower-end model and sold the better one for a quick buck. I was outraged. Thankfully, SFP Incorporated knew exactly what to say to make it all go away. Call now for free consultation at 805-555-10192. No cost or fees until you win. Steel Flog and Profit Incorporated. We are on your side. Sure. Whatever you say. Okay, we've got some other work cut out for us. Diagnose, can you fix upgrades to my rig, and one PC build. We should be able to do all that, especially at $4,000. Upgrades to the rig. So all of these we should be... Oh my god. Can you fix me? Can you fix me? Can you fix me? Can you fix me? Please, 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 please. Before I murder you. Before I murder you. Ha 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 ha. Alright, this one should be done. Yeah, we're getting some really, really massive budgets to work with. Maybe the game's trying to offset for the fact that we have very expensive parts, and if people want the best stuff available, it's going to cost a lot more. I wonder if that's where they're basing their marketing off of, based on the average cost of your parts. All right, let's make a save, because saving's your friend, and whoop. Yeah, you know what? I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay, but let's just do the save here. I still want to keep this old save from a while back, just to be safe. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these guys in. Yay. Yeah, it was a repair job that wanted the cable, so that's good. Nice. Nice. Made that money back. Asus ROG Maximus Xcode. And RAM. And another another Vigicard. Can't complain about that. So anyway, this is a good place for us to stop. I'm not going to look at these right now because we're a little bit over than what I think is usually comfortable for the length of an episode. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackDartStudios for live gaming action. Thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and we will see you guys next time. Bye! Felicia, put that down. That's not a dildo. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.